Struggling to get your neurodivergent child through the day without meltdowns or chaos? Discover how the right daily routine can transform your child's emotional balance, confidence, and your family's peace of mind. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about daily routines for kids with autism. We're going to cover what is a routine and why are they so important for kids with autism. We're going to go through some of my favorite daily routines that empower kids with autism. We'll talk about how to implement these in a way that leads to independence. So if that sounds good, let's get into it. I have a bonus at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around till the end to not miss it. First off, what is a routine? In simple terms, a routine is just a sequence of events that happens regularly. For example, brushing your teeth, getting dressed, or even waking up in the morning. However, by establishing a consistent homework routine, you can help your child approach this task with more confidence and independence. A bedtime routine is a series of calming activities that signal to the body that it is time to wind down and prepare for sleep. First, start with one routine at a time. It can be overwhelming to try to change multiple routines at once. When a child feels safe and secure, they are more likely to cooperate and participate in everyday activities. Routines also make it easier for the child to transition between activities, which can reduce problem behaviors. By implementing daily routines for your child with autism, you can help them feel more secure and independent in their everyday lives. So it's best to start with one, such as the morning routine, and then add others as needed. Next, break the routine down into smaller steps. This makes it easier for the child to follow along and also gives them a sense of accomplishment as they complete each step. Provide clear and concise instructions. Use visual supports if helpful, and be patient and consistent. It takes time for new routines to become automatic. Finally, fade your support over time. As the child becomes more independent, you can gradually fade your support to maintain the routine. This means providing less assistance and allowing the child to complete the routine with minimal help. The goal is to help the child become as independent as possible. This can include brushing teeth, washing face, putting on pajamas, reading a book, and saying prayers. Bedtime routines are beneficial for children with autism as they provide a sense of security and predictability. Children with autism often thrive on routine and knowing what to expect. A consistent bedtime routine can help reduce anxiety and make the transition to sleep smoother. In addition, a bedtime routine can help children with autism learn how to self-soothe and calm themselves down for sleep. This can be especially helpful for children who have trouble falling asleep independently. Visual supports such as a picture schedule can be helpful in keeping children on track and reminding them of the steps in the bedtime routine. It's also important to establish a consistent sleep schedule. Children with autism need a regular amount of sleep each night. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day can help regulate the body's natural sleep-wake cycle and make it easier to fall asleep at bedtime. Start by designating a specific time and place for homework. Choose a quiet and organized space, free from distractions where your child can focus on the task at hand. Next, break down the homework routine into smaller tasks, such as gathering materials, reviewing instructions, and completing assignments. This will help your child stay on track and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Visual supports, such as a picture schedule or checklist, can be beneficial in keeping your child on task and reminding them of each step in the routine. It's also important to provide clear and concise instructions for each task. Use simple language and avoid using idioms or figures of speech that may be confusing to your child. You can also use visual aids such as social stories or video models to help your child understand the expectations for each task. Positive reinforcement is a powerful tool in shaping behavior and can be highly effective in teaching your child the desired behaviors for the homework routine. Reward your child for staying on task, completing assignments on time, and demonstrating good study habits. Now, routines can be helpful for everyone, but they are especially useful for kids with autism because they help kids with autism feel safe, reduce anxiety, and make transitions easier. A morning routine is an essential part of starting the day on the right foot. It provides a structured and predictable way to begin the day, which can help children with autism feel more secure and less anxious. A well-designed morning routine should include all the necessary tasks such as waking up, getting dressed, making the bed, and eating breakfast. It's important to keep the routine consistent day after day to provide a sense of normalcy and predictability. This consistency helps children with autism know what to expect and reduces the chances of unexpected behavior. Visual supports such as a picture schedule can be helpful in keeping children on track and reminding them of the steps in the routine. It's also important to break down tasks into smaller steps and provide clear and concise instructions. This can help children with autism stay on task and avoid becoming overwhelmed. Positive reinforcement can also be an effective tool in teaching children the desired behaviors in the morning routine. By rewarding children for following the routine, they are more likely to repeat that behavior in the future. Overall, a solid morning routine can set the tone for a successful day for children with autism. It provides a sense of stability and predictability, and helps children with autism feel more confident and independent. Now, before we get into the actual routines, I want to talk about why daily routines are so important for kids with autism. First, routines provide structure and predictability. Kids with autism often thrive on predictability and knowing what to expect. A routine is something that never changes, or at least it's very rare that it changes. It helps the child know what's coming next and reduces anxiety about the unknown. Second, routines reduce the need for language. Not all children with autism are verbal or understand language at the same level. This can make communication challenging. But once a routine is established, the child knows what to do without needing to be told. They may even communicate using pictures or sign language instead of spoken words. And third, routines help with transitions. Transitions are times when we go from one activity to another, like going from playing to cleaning up. These can be hard for kids with autism, but routines make them easier by providing a consistent structure. For example, putting away toys could be the last step in the play routine. So the child knows that it's time to clean up when the toys are put away. All right, now that we understand why routines are so helpful, let's go over some of my favorite routines. The first one is a morning routine. Next is a homework routine. Homework can be a challenging task for many students, especially those with autism. And number 3 is a bedtime routine. All right, now that we've covered some basic routines, let's talk about how to implement them in a way that leads to independence. Remember, building new routines takes time and patience, but the benefits are worth it. Here's the bonus I talked about. Grab your free copy of the Calm and Connected Parent Starter Kit. 7 days to reduce stress and support your neurodivergent child. Link in the description below. Packed with calming strategies, sensory tools, and simple structure tips, designed just for overwhelmed parents like you. I hope this video was helpful. If you found it useful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos on autism.